'cause your love always teaches me the solution lies in hard work. The solution lies in hard work. For my Lord is offering a harvest of wonderful blessings. Make you, my son, a good Christian. Make you, my son, a good Christian. My knees on the floor to say thank you, my Lord, for the lights that come through this door. Your love is the key to change the entire world. Using these chains wisely, we will live in peace and harmony. Helping others is helping myself. Your words now are so crystal clear. Your teachings have no frontiers. To see all these transformations, we just have to put love in action. Helping others is helping myself. Your words now are so crystal clear. Your teachings have no frontiers. To see all these transformations, crystal eyes, colors of the sky. Gray bushy beard, Santa's look alike. Shine on your brothers on earth, suffering, living joy, or in pain. Blue crystal eyes, colors of the sky. Gray bushy beard, Santa look alike. Shine on your brothers on earth, suffering, living joy, or in pain. Bezerra de Menezes, Apostle of the good, receive our prayers and also our heart. Bezerra de Menezes, Apostle of the light, place our pain at the feet of Jesus Christ. Source of love that radiates, warming up our cold night, support and comfort, support and comfort, cascades flown down the mountain, calling the children of earth with love in their heart, with love in their heart. My soul never loses hope, because your love always teaches me the solution lies in hard work. The solution lies in hard work. For my mother's suffering, things. Make your small son a good Christian. Make your small son a good Christian.
Hello, everyone. Good evening. Welcome to our public meeting. We thank everyone for joining us tonight. Before we start, we would like to share a couple of announcements. We ask you to turn off your phone notifications and find a quiet place during this time if possible. Our meeting will have a 30 minutes presentation followed by Q&A. Then, after the presentation, we will have a spiritual treatment with passes and magnetized water. So we invite you to set aside a container with your water to be magnetized. We would like to announce that our public meeting is being retransmitted today by Continental Concaffers Americas through their Facebook and will also be retransmitted every Wednesday at 8 p.m. by Kardec Radio through their Facebook and YouTube. For those who want to learn more about Spiritism, Get to Know to Spiritism is a free and online course that happens every Saturday at 5:15 p.m. East. The new class has started on September 9th. However, if you want to join us, please find the registration link in the chat. We offer virtual live gospel at home. Did you know that? The gospel at home is an effective support for you and your family's spiritual harmony. We will motivate and guide you in establishing and maintaining the gospel at home study meetings. By posting in the chat, you can request it. Please let us know. You are welcome to include your or someone else's names on the list of positive vibration for incarnate or discarnate. The person you indicate will be assisted by good spirits to provide healing energy and strengthened goodwill. Please find the link in our chat. The topic of today's meeting is Workers of the Lord from chapter 20, Works of the Last Hour, item 5, which will be facilitated by our brother Rod from Ottawa, Ontario. Everyone is welcome to write comments and questions in the chat, and we will address the questions at the end of the talk. And now, I would like to invite our tonight's speaker that will also do our opening prayer as well. Welcome, Rod.
Hello everyone, it's a pleasure to be here again in this lovely moment. We'll be talking with you about chapter 20 and item number 5, the workers of the Lord. But before that, I will start with the prayer. So let's close our eyes and elevate our thoughts. Thank you, Lord, for this opportunity for all of us to be together once more. In reflections to your teachings, we ask you to give us the opportunity to put in practice all the learnings that we have, not only this night, but for all the nights that we are here in this continued path of learning. So we know, according to your words, that the last will be the first and the first will be the last. So we ask the inspirations for the good spirits to help us understand our position in this world and to avoid the pride and the selfishness that always give us the idea about putting ourselves in the first place. So we ask the good spirits for all the good inspirations tonight, not only for this moment, but during the week to help us be a different person and change ourselves in preparation for the future. So we thank you and ask to stay with us today and always. So be it. So once again, the Gospel according to Spiritism and chapter 20, item number 5, workers of the Lord. This item it's very important because give us the idea and help us to identify ourselves if we are a good worker and where we are in this process of being connected to Jesus' teachings in the path of transformation that we are looking for. So the time is near for the fulfillment of those things. And in in all this item, we learn that there is a time for the transformation which is coming, and this transformation it's related to the work that we have to do because we are in the transition among different level of our world and the same for ourselves. So the chapter explained that the time is near for the fulfillment of those things, proclaimed for the transformation of humankind. So the humankind it is and always is have been in transformation. Right? We can see the story, see the science, and we keep seeing waves of transformation of the humankind. So we arrive in another level, in another moment of transformation, but that demands a specific work for us as a spiritual beings and incarnated beings in the earth, and also it's an opportunity for us to work in ourselves this transformation. So in this item, we have that information saying, blessed will be those who have worked in the Lord's field selflessly and with no other motive than charity. So here we start the opportunity to think about it, what we are doing, what drives us in our work, in our daily attitude, because we are seeing that moment of transformation. The earth is moving from one condition to another, and the planet will pass from the condition of horde of trials and atonements to the world of regeneration. And this step, it's it's a great evolution of the condition of living there. So this happy world that the Earth is now becoming, um, going through, will demand us to transform ourselves. It's like a graduation in this highest level of this new level of the Earth will be included. Um, it's clear giving us the last opportunity of transformation, because we need to understand that the word, all the words, like all the planetary existence, it's going from a very primitive world to a completely happy place for the this place is the home of high spirits. So the spirits that live in that world must follow that evolution process, because they are involved in that transformation. It means we have a role to play in this change. And as a workers of Lord, we need to get gathering all the knowledge that we already have, put in practice to change the world and also change ourselves. Otherwise, the world will change, but we will stay the same. And then we are not be able follow uh, to follow that path. So we will need to work in another land, per se, another world, and restart the process there. So it's our time to understand that we are in this path. We need to change, and it's opportunity for us to see where we are. And this item is very clear about that. It's our last chance. It's the last minute. There is no time for materialism. There is no more time for illusions or immediacy. Either we will go with the light and we will remain on earth, or we'll choose the pain and we will be exiled to inferior worlds. Everything depends on us, our free will. So these are words from the book Planetary Transitions. It's from the spirit of Manuel Filomeno de Miranda, from the psychography of the medium Divaldo Franco, and is clear stating here we can continue with Earth and enjoy the process of evolution, or we will be suffering of being expelled from this world, right? Exiled in another world who will be starting that process of in trials and tournaments, and then we need to apply the knowledge that we have, the intellectual knowledge, to that place and develop the moral qualities that we still have to do. So that is important, because besides all the theoretical process, it's our time to learn. It's our time to do something. And again, it doesn't mean we need to be completely different, right, tomorrow, but we need to start working in ourselves, in our habits, what we do, our relationships with our friends, our family, people that we don't know, people from our work, all all those all those characters in our life certainly can give us the opportunity of do something good, do something different, and trying to accommodate the need of change that is part of this process of the earth, so we can change. But I like to you think about yourself as I'm thinking about myself at this moment, and think what are driving forces in our lives. So we all know that we have many goals, right? We have goals with our family, we have goals with our friends. Every day there is a new complexity in our work that we need to accommodate. Our lives is full of challenges, but it's time for us to try and balance those forces and see where we should put more efforts. We all know we are here as a spirit to adjust relationships. So our family is very important because the family brings together spirits that have opportunity now to accommodate relationships, fix mistakes from the past, build a better future, help each other in this transformation. So family is very important, and it should be an important driving force in our lives. And it's also a charity opportunity because when we give time to something, to someone, we are actually putting in possibility and perspective that situation of changing. So it's an invitation for you this night to think about yourself, see what are you giving more importance in our life today, and trying to balance, knowing we have again many goals to accomplish, and that's normal. All of us have the same. It's sometimes a struggle dealing with A or B, but trying to, at least for a short future, include more energy in being a better person. So pay attention on yourself and trying to see if you can do this change. So put an eye in yourself, observe your problems, and work to fix that. It's not easy, and it's easy to fix others people problems, right? When we see other vices, we say, okay, that's okay, you should do this, you should do that. But when the eyes are over ourselves, is harder because we have many skills to not do the work, and those skills should not be applied. So be clear about what you want to change, be sincere with yourself. So it's the only way then you can start seeing your problems and work with that. Again, it's not an easy work, and it will not be done in one step, but we must start now knowing the world is changing, and we need to change as well. Otherwise, we will stay behind. Blessed will be those who say to their fellow men and women, brothers and sisters, let us work together and combine our efforts so that the Master may find the work accomplished at his coming. We all know the gospel. We all know Jesus Christ's history here with us, his teachings, his way to do with problems and solutions, his, his a way to stay aside of materialism, right? So all that life, all that teachings are for us the beginning of that work. It's like a big waterfall who starts with small drops, and Jesus gives us all the tools that we need to transform this world, starting with our own transformation. So let's work together. Again, family, friends, charity work, what we can do to help each other, to understand each other. And this is more than giving material things. It's important. I always say that it's very important. If you can do it, food or clothing to someone who is in need, it's absolutely important. But understand that just stop to listen and I'm talking about the true listening, right, to someone's problems. That is a great challenge that you can do today. And again, bring your heart to the table, to the conversation. It's up to us to help each other, and that help, it's it's what can change not only our life but others people lives. Sometimes, and at this in this right moment, in this very situation, we probably have someone that we can contact who it's are in need. So think about it. Trying to listen your heart, say, okay, who is in my family or in my circle of relationships may need someone to listen, someone to give comfort, right? Doesn't matter any pre-idea that we have about that person, but trying to see when she or he are talking or trying to listen, because we as if we are open to that, we will be able to understand each other and see the other people needs. Someone maybe struggle right now with something, and then we can offer, knowing that there is no obligation on the other side, on the other person, to accept that, right? Everyone has its own time to give and to receive, but it's our work, if possible, to be open, because when that moment arrives, we will be there, and that's part of the work that Jesus, our Master Jesus Christ, started with his gospel. So the master will say to them, "Come unto me, you have been good servants. You who have known how to silence your jealousies and discord, so that no harm would come to the world." It's simple phrase but strong lesson. So are we in the level of silence our bad feelings, right? And again, I love to illustrate with that, because in many cases, in a circle of conversation, can be again family, friends, at work, if someone states a problem, can be a personal, professional, can be about healthy or about a relationship. In many cases, the other people will not be listening that, but also bring another problem to the discussion. So it's kind of a group of people talking alone about themselves among a group, right? Someone complain about the pain in the back, and the other side does not ask about it. Okay, tell me about your problem. How are you feeling about it? Instead of that, we so just say, oh, I have a big pain in my leg. We start competing with our problems instead of, okay, I will silence my problem and I'm just listening to you. Okay, tell me about your pain. Tell me about your difficulties. And it's very important to remember we don't know about their pain, but we can listen and help them to bring from their hearts that feelings. So we may not have a solution because we don't really know that pain, right? But we can at least, with all the fraternity, stay together. Say, I am with you to deal with that problem. I'm silence my jealousies, all my difficulties, and I'm trying to be with you. And so this is what Jesus requests from us. That there's no need of more, right? It's just a situation of having the open heart to deal. with problems. So let's discuss a little bit about items that it's included on the idea about being a good servant. Um, First item could be selfishness. Um, a good servant, under the Spiritist perspective, can be someone who embodies the idea about humility, and that's also a good model from Jesus. And what I mean about that, like humility, is the opportunity of put someone's well-being or needs before you, and how we do that. So being open, understanding the other, having kindness in our daily basis, generosity, and absolutely knowing that giving a service without expecting anything in return. So again, don't think about complexity or difficult process. Be simple. Again, just when you stop to listen to someone, it's already a great exercise. Compassion, it's for sure a central theme of the gospel. And the, the act of being compassionate and empathetic, it's a way to connect with someone's suffering, discovering the hide sufferings from people. Because again, in the big calamities, we know people get together to help, but in, by individuals in our family, we may have someone who needs that, needs someone who goes to seek their difficulties to alleviate that pain, and, and need for healing, right? Comfort with their sufferings. So the compassion is a way we can start that. Love and forgiveness is a great part of Jesus' teachings. And the forgiveness should be maybe one of the first attitude that we can spread. There's no reason for us to keep that to keep the bad feeling when we suffer something, right? So we should forgive any wrongdoings that happen to us, and allow people to forgive us as well. So we can visit, call, write something, or even an email to someone asking them to forgive us if we think we did something wrong, right? And also give that to someone. Say, we have that difficult, but now it's time to all of us to move on. And with charity, the service to others is very important. And there's many ways to do it. In our community, in our relations, it's always a possibility to serve. And when we do that, we develop our humility, and also demonstrate the humble, uh, the developing of that person inside of us. So it's, again, we can seek for that opportunity and help people, serving them to others. So spiritual growth is very important, and we can do that with studying, with working and trying to change our moral level, doing better. And we know that there is a practice that we can do, but also before that, we can work with our words, trying to keep our mouth closed when this we understand it's not time to speak, and work with our thoughts, knowing that um, we should keep an eye on our thoughts. So, okay, I'm thinking about this. Why I'm doing that? Should I think differently? It's time to change that perspective. So this can also help us uh, when we put the spiritual perspective under this process, trying to see beyond the materialism. And of course, seeking wisdom, and that will be a combination of study and experience. When we experience life, relationships, and our daily difficulties, all that, if well taken, can create spiritual development and wisdom. So the Spirit continues saying, have mercy, but the Lord will say to them, why do you ask for mercy, you who did not show mercy to your brothers and sisters? So here, the Lord is saying to us, we should apply or expect the application of the same level of mercy that we are giving when we are requesting that. Review of attitude, personal level of attitude to others, then we can expect similar with ourselves. That's very important. And this can change the way we see others. First of all, and maybe it's kind of selfishness, but it's a process for all of us. When we think, okay, I will do good because I'm expecting to receive good. That's fine. It's a first step. Until we are so embedded, so involved with that situation about doing good, that we just do good because it's the way we are. But that's the process. I'm not in that level. I'm not sure if you are. If you are already doing good for the good, that's amazing. I'm still thinking about, okay, I may want something in back, right? But eventually, doing good will become a habit. So we will be doing that without any expectation. But he started appointing our difficulties, who refused to offer them a hand, who trampled the weak instead of upholding them. So again, if we have people knocking our door, we are seeing people in need outside of our place, and we are not doing anything to help them, just passing by. How can we expect when we are in need to people come to us and offer help? How we ask for mercy, you who sought your recompense in the delights of the earth, in the satisfaction of your pride. So, are we focusing ourselves only with the moment in this earth, moment of success? Doesn't matter what we are doing. I just want to get more money. I just want to get more success. I want to be recognized now, right? So that's another thing. As a workers of Lord, maybe that's not the path, and that's is only the satisfaction of our pride, and will not giving us any progress, any spiritual or moral progress. You have already received your recompense, such as you wanted it. Ask for nothing more. Exactly. If you're too focused on only have something on earth and you are getting it, that's fine. There's nothing else coming after. But I can tell you, and we also right? Because we are here talking about spiritism. We know spiritual life is much more longer, actually, it's infinity. And we should think about rewards on that part of our life, not only now. There's nothing wrong about seeking success here, but that should not be our priority. And that's, again, coming back to the beginning of the talk tonight, it's our well balance. Recompense on heaven are for those who did not ask for the recompenses of earth. So it's for us to discuss with our inner gunsmith what we want and what we are doing together. At this moment, God is taking a census of his faithful servants and is taking note of those who only have the appearance of devotion, so that they may not usurp the wages of current servants. Again, that's really an image of this change. The world is changing. And when the Spirit say God is taking a census of faithful servants, like it's saying to us, your life, your way to do things is being under analysis. And that differentiates us to be part of the process of changing or to restart everything. Because it's is for those who do not recoil before the tasks that God will entrust the most difficult positions. And that's another important lesson. Are you suffering? Are you having difficulties? So maybe that is an opportunity. If we are in a difficult position or passing for very high level of limitation, we should be thankful, because that means God is giving us more. And that more is also a better opportunity in the great work of regeneration through Spiritism. So once again, this item is connecting the dots about this word evolution, regeneration, and that's very important because Spiritism is part of that process as a new revelation, but we need to use that in ourselves. And again, if you are suffering from a difficult position right now, that means we can use that opportunity to accelerate our development. The first to be the last, and the last to be the first in the kingdom of heaven. And this is a great, great lesson. First, to advise, if you are not the first in this world, you may be in a much better position in the spiritual world or kingdom of heaven. And also to not put us in the search of the first position. We live in a world that being the first is very important in all aspects, but we should think about this and say, okay, maybe I don't need to fight for the first position. I need to find to be a better person myself tomorrow or every day, knowing that a better person is that person who is concerned about the others and less concerned about us. The soul of a powerful person may later animate a humble and anti-verse, because positions among individuals are frequently the inverse of the elevation of their moralities and vice. It's another very important reminder here that you may see people in a very high position, and I'm talking about material things, and that position is giving that person a lot of troubles that is not elevating her in any aspects, but in the opposite, creating vices that will make her life very complicated, probably in this very incarnation, but for sure, the spiritual world with all the relations that she or he are building, and also in the next life. So don't take the power of someone in the material sense as the final power of that spirit. And here he's saying, Herod was a king, Jesus was a carpenter. So who is the biggest? Who is the most elevated here? But if you think about the material position, the earth position, maybe you may think, oh, you don't see Jesus as his majesty, his all his spiritual evolution, but we cannot take that for their material position, right? So again, the true meaning of charity, according to Jesus, benevolence toward everyone, indulgence toward the imperfections of others, and forgiveness for offenses. This is the true charity, and that is something that we all can do. It doesn't matter if you're rich or poor, doesn't matter our health condition. Absolutely, we can put in practice, and exactly in this exactly moment, the benevolence, the indulgence, and the forgiveness. So let's start doing according to our limitations, absolutely, but let's start doing the best we can do it today. And to finish here, I like to talk to you about a short story of my childhood when I was in the school and was there preparation for a performance, and I was gave to me the role of a tree. Right? And I was pretty unhappy with that because I don't want to be a tree in that role. I want to be like a knight or king or something that has a lot of importance per se. And I was, and then I visit my teacher in the school to complain about it. Say, I don't want to be a tree. But the teacher explained me something that I still having in my heart, and saying that in a performance, nothing is by mistake or by chance. So if there is a tree there, it's very important. That tree have a very important role to play on that situation. And he convinced me because they say the tree will be all the time there, and you'll be talking to many characters. So the tree is very important, and that convinced me. And I was a really nice tree, to be honest, and I just compared that situation with our life. Sometimes we think our position is too simple. We are insignificant to this world, to this process of evolution. And maybe we doubt ourselves. And I am really a Lord worker. And be sure you are. Be sure if you are here, think how important is your life to others. So don't doubt if you have a presence here, your life is pretty meaningful. And because we are getting to close to the end of the year, and there is a movie that I love. It's a Wonderful Life from the director Frank Capra. I think you all know this movie. It's very common to the end of the holidays time, right? And this movie is from 1946, and the character played by James Stewart, the name is George Bailey, and he was in doubt of himself, and he has the opportunity to see his life, to see the life of that city without him, because he think his life was a completely mistake, right? And then he visits the people close to him life without him. And this is very emotional movie, and it's very nice to it's very simple, but it's very nice for us to remind ourselves how important we are. We may not be as important as the great leaders, but we are very important to people around us, and their lives will be completely different without our existence. So let's do something good this year, and let's remind ourselves how important we are. So I want to finish my talk tonight with Benjamin Franklin's quote saying, "When you are good to others, you are best to yourselves." Let's put this in practice. Don't forgetting who we are, who is our spiritual father, and how powerful and important we can be as long as we put in practice the gospel teachings in our life and with our connections. So I want to thank you for the opportunity. I hope you have a good moment today. So and have a great night.
Hi. Amor. Sorry about the noisy. Hi. Thank you so much, Rod, for the presentation and reflection on this lesson. I'm so sorry about the noisy. Someone just came out in the bedroom that I am. Now, and we thank everyone for the participation in the chat. And now we are going to move on for the tonight's spiritual treatment. Passes the transfusion of spiritual energy with the goal of assisting with our physical, emotional, and mental balance. Passes help us to restore a state of harmony and peace by replacing negative energy with healthy and positive energy. In order to receive the best benefits from passes, please follow the audio instructions or remain in prayer. You may close your eyes to help with mentalization. During the pass, the water you set aside will also absorb the spiritual energy that your family and you can benefit from. We will now make a prayer in preparation for the pass, which will be our closing prayer as well. So now I invite everyone to close your eyes if you wish. It's gonna help you to with mentalization. So thank God. Thank you for the opportunity to be here, dear Lord. Once again, we thank everything you have done for us. We thank your love, your mercy. We thank you for this beautiful talk we had tonight. May we can learn from your teachings in order to become a better person. May we can practice all your teachings, all your example, your humble example. May we do good with others and with ourselves as well. We ask for the good spirits to stay with us during this treatment. We ask your protection for the names who are in the vibration list. May they can receive everything that they need. May your pure example inspire us to love your neighbors no matter what. We ask your love to be spread all over the planet Earth so that we may have a more peaceful world. Please bless our week and our steps, helping us to be a better person. Once again, thank you for everything you have done for us, and we ask you to stay with us today and always. So be it.
Let us now prepare ourselves for the moment of the passes and the magnetization of water. Let's now calm our hearts, breathing in and out. Pay attention to your body. Focus on your breath and let yourself be carried by this energy. Let your thoughts pass by without judging them. Let them flow. Allow this light to be the beacon that guides you, and allow these words to penetrate your energy. Make each word an anchor of gratitude, faith, and trust. With the purpose of healing, which takes away my faith, healing every feeling of separation, of pain, let it all dissolve in this moment, leaving only love, gratitude, and trust. We ask God for the presence of our guardian angel and the friendly spirits who welcome us into this enlightened environment of our Spiritist Center. We open our plexus of love and forgiveness by mentalizing a light surrounding our hearts. Find a quiet and comfortable place to begin the mentalization process. Remove all worries from your thoughts. We ask that during the pass you breathe slowly and deeply. Let your body relax and surrender yourself to a deep meditation. Calmly imagine divine energies in soft and colorful light surrounding you in an environment of peace and spiritual warmth. Entrusting God with your most intimate desires, raise your thoughts to Jesus and the emissaries of the spiritual environment. The pass begins with the cleansing of your soul. Imagine a waterfall of crystal clear water pouring over us, removing all the feelings that keep you away from faith and trust. Feel the energy of this water bathing you and deeply breathe in, feeling peace and harmony. Allow this water to wash away all the impurities and spiritual larvae, washing away all the sorrows and resentments, any feelings of hatred and revenge that hold us back and cause us harm, not only from this life, but past ones as well. Now visualize spiritual doctors around you, applying magnetic cleansing passes, sanitizing your spiritual body of all sadness and negative energy. Mentalize these negative thoughts and feelings being washed away, evaporating from your soul, like water evaporating into thin air, and being carried far away from your mind. Surround yourself with the faith that bathes your being, bringing clarity and lucidity, rebalancing every cell in your body. May the water envelop all pain and bring the clarity of opportunity that chooses peace. The answer arises in our hearts, freeing us from all evil and freeing all whom we have caused evil into and who have caused us evil. Washing away all the connections that bind us. Even though we may not understand, we are freeing ourselves from all that causes us harm. Feel this cleansing penetrate your soul and release. Now that we are spiritually cleansed, imagine yourself surrounded by the light of love from the hands of Jesus. At this moment, sing words of faith and gratitude, being faithful to the light that exists in me, planted by the zealous Father. Imagine the sunlight that surrounds and enraptures, freeing us from the chains of everything that holds us down, strengthening your faith. Allow yourself to trust in this light, surrender to it, involved in pleasant feelings and feeling relieved to receive the strengthening lights. Mentalize your spiritual mentors now applying divine light for the strengthening of your mind and your emotions, leaving you feeling emotionally revitalized. Let us now mentalize the magnetization of this water. May we mentalize all the friendly spirits, magnetizing this water and filling it with everything that our bodies, minds, and soul need, so that it may be of help to us when we drink it after the pass. Thank you, God.
Thank you for joining us tonight. We will be back next Tuesday here on Spiritism Canada and Continental Conquerors Americas at 8:30 p.m. East, and next Wednesday on Kardec Radio at 8 p.m. East. And please don't forget to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube from the Spiritism Canada and the Spiritist Group Path of the Light. Have a good night.
Someone told me long ago that life is just a long road. Sorry, mate, but life to me is way much more. No matter what it seems to be, it's always time to make a change. Sometimes all we need is only one more chance. So try. Build a bridge over troubled waters, fly. If that's all that you have left to do, I want more. I want more happy sunny days. I want more happy smiles on your face. Love sparkling the eyes. Tears no more, no more sorrows, no more bad days. No more cries, no more dark hope. No more fear, no more fight. Someone told me long ago that life is just a long road. Sorry, babe, but life to me is way much more. No matter what it seems to be, it's always time to make a change. Sometimes all we need is only one more chance. So try, build a bridge over troubled water, fly. If that's all that you have left to do, I want more. I want more happy sunny days. I want more happy smiles on your face. Love sparkling the eyes. Tears no more, no more sorrow, no more bad days. No more cries, no more dark hope place. No more fear, no more fight. I want more happy sunny days. I want more happy smiles on your face. Love sparkling the eyes. Tears no more sorrow, no more bad days. No more cries, no more dark hope place. No more fear, no more fight. Let the sun go down.